Welcome to this segment of the program. Inuagata Nosahai is always my name, and today the topic of our conversation is 5 ways to be valuable to your boss. 5 ways to be valuable to your boss. You know, bosses and employers are looking for people they can trust. They are looking for employees that they can rely on, an employee they can have confidence in, employees they can just believe in. And if as an employee, if as a team member, your boss gets to that level where he or she can trust you and believe in you, that to a very great extent is going to facilitate the growth of your career. But this will not happen by accident. You just need to be valuable to your boss. And so we are looking at 5 ways to be valuable to your boss. Number 1, understand his performance demands and deliver on them. This is just so important. Don't assume you know what your boss wants, especially when he or she is the vague type. You need to always update yourself with what his or her performance demands and performance expectations are per time. You know, your boss performance demands or performance expectation in the first quarter may not be what he wants in the second quarter. It may also be different in the third and the fourth quarter. So you need to always make sure that you are on the same page with him or her to understand his or her performance demands, understand his or her performance expectations, and deliver on them. This is so key. And one other way you could also understand, you know, what your boss may want, you know, what his performance expectations and performance demands will be, is for you to try to, you know, relate with those that have worked with him before. Your boss may be the type of person that is not always around, and the boss wants you to deliver on his expectation demands, you know, on his performance expectations. And he or she is not often around. But there may be people within the system that might have worked with him or her before. You know, try to relate with this person. They may not be in other departments. They may be heading other departments. Relate with them and get to understand what your boss expectation demands are and deliver on them. When you always deliver on your employers or your boss expectation, that will make you very valuable to him or her. This is just so key. And then the second point is for you to try and understand your boss' nature and his nurture in order for you to better work with him. Understand his nature and his nurture. His nature, his natural charisma, his natural strength, his natural weaknesses, you know, his nature, who he is naturally by way of, you know, biological tendencies or traits, you know, or even temperaments that he possesses. Then by his nurture, these are the skills and, you know, the competency he has. Your understanding of his nature and his nurture will help you to know, okay, these are my boss' areas of strength, these are his weaknesses. And you know, the knowledge of his weaknesses is not for you to laugh or gossip about. It's for you to cover them with your strength. The essence of you being brought into the team or being brought into the system is for you to use your strength to cover up for your boss' weakness. So your ability to understand his nature and his nurture will help you to a very great degree to become valuable to him or her in this regard. This is very important. Then the third one is for you to adapt to his work styles. Adapt to his work styles. Different employers, different bosses, different team heads, different HODs have different work styles, and it is important you learn to adapt and adjust to these work styles. You know, there are some bosses, they are listeners, some are readers. What do I mean? You know, when you are assigned tasks, you are given an assignment to do, you know, there are some bosses that when they see you on the hallway, you know, in the passageway, or even when they come, you know, to the office arena, they just ask you, Mr. Nosa, concerning the tax you were given last week or last Wednesday, you know, how did it go? And you just tell them, sir, ma, this is what I did, and this was the outcome, and they are just okay with that. They are listeners, you know. When there are other bosses, they are readers. When they assign tasks to you, giving them reports, you need to document it. You need to send them a mail, or sometimes you need to even print, you know, the report, append your signature on that report, bring it to them, and then they create time to go through, prepare their response, invite you later for a conversation, you discuss over it, and then they give you advice and you move ahead. Some are listeners, some are readers. Then when it even comes to the issue of decision making, some bosses have different work styles. There are some bosses that will just give you that free hand. They believe in your ability to make decisions. All they want you to do is to update them with the decision you made and the outcome regarding that decision. While there are some bosses, for every decision you make, they want you to always touch base with them. They want to be part of that decision. They want to contribute to it. This is how they work. So your ability to adjust and adapt to the work style of your boss will make you very valuable to him or her. This is so key. That the fourth one is for you to understand your boss pressures. Your boss may also have another boss who is mounting pressure on him to meet a particular target. Your boss pressure may be a health challenge, maybe a sick child, maybe it's marriage. Your boss pressure, maybe investors' pressure, it may be debtors' pressure, it may be, creditors' pressure. Understand all this and know how to engage emotional intelligence to make sure that you find yourself very valuable to him. If you are able to empathize with your boss regarding his pressure, this indeed will actually make you very valuable to him. The concluding one is for you to always ask questions when needed. You are given tasks, you are given assignment, you are meeting challenges on the way. Don't just keep quiet. Don't just stay there and keep quiet. Ask your boss the way out. In the course of him also going through the ladder, you might have experienced that kind of challenges you may be presently facing, and your asking questions might just be the quickest way out. You can also ask questions from colleagues. Those who ask questions never lack answers. And that's what I'll be concluding with this morning. Those who ask questions never lack answers. And it is so key and important that you reach me so that we can take this conversation to the next level. My phone numbers are 080. They are right there on the screen. 080 66 86 5060. I call it again. 080 66 86 5060. The second one is there as well. Is 080 529 29120. If you are calling from outside Nigeria, add our beloved country code +234 80 529 29120. I'll be seeing you next week Wednesday. When I return, I will say be the amiable Ino Agata no Sahai. God bless you.